Listen carefully. Some people beg for love. Some people wait for love. And some pay for it. In this city, there lived a young woman who believed one thing with her whole heart. If love does not come to me freely, I will buy it. She had money. She had beauty. She had power. Yet every night, she slept alone. And the day one man refused her money, her life began to fall apart. Her name was Nora Williams. Nora did not grow up like other girls. Her father was rich. Her mother was distant. Her house was large, but silent. No hugs. No long conversations. No bedtime stories. Only money. When Nora cried as a child, money solved it. When she felt lonely, gifts answered her. When she wanted attention, shopping distracted her. So Nora grew up learning something dangerous. Everything has a price, including love. Nora was beautiful, yes. But beauty was not her weapon. Money was. She did not flirt like others. She did not chase. She offered. You like me? I can help you. She paid rent. She paid debts. She paid dreams. Men stayed. Not because they loved her, but because living meant losing comfort. There was Eric, a struggling musician. Nora bought his instruments, paid for studio time. He called her baby. Then the money stopped. So did the love. There was Paul, a businessman drowning in debt. Nora cleared his loans. He called her my queen. Then business improved. And Paul disappeared. There was Samuel, married, pretending to be single. Nora paid for silence. He called her the only one, until his wife found out. Then he vanished. Each time, Nora smiled. I am loved, she told herself. But when money stopped, love always disappeared. Women did not hate Nora. They pitied her. She doesn't know what love is, they whispered. She buys company. She scares men. Nora had them. She laughed. At least I'm not begging, she said. But deep inside, something felt hollow. Empty. Cold. Then one afternoon, she met Jonah. Jonah worked in a small bookshop. Simple life. Simple clothes. Simple smile. Something about him felt different. Calm. Real. Nora liked him immediately. She tried her way. She paid for his lunch. Jonah refused. She offered to support his business idea. Jonah declined. Finally, she offered money directly. Jonah smiled gently. I don't want to be bought, he said. Those words struck her harder than insults. No man had ever said that to her. Ever. You don't need to pay me to talk to you, Jonah added calmly. But if you think money is love. He paused. Then you don't love yourself yet. Nora felt something she was not used to. Embarrassment. Anger. Confusion. She had power over every man before. Why not him? That night, Nora lay awake. And she made a decision. If she could not buy Jonah's love, she would make him need her. But Nora did not know. Jonah had already seen her weakness. And this time, money would not save her. That night, Nora could not sleep. Not because Jonah rejected her, but because he did it calmly. No anger. No fear. No excitement. Just peace. And that frightened her. The next morning, Nora dressed carefully. Not flashy. Not rich. Simple. She went back to the bookshop. Jonah looked up and smiled. Good morning, he said. No tension. No expectation. That annoyed her. She sat quietly, pretending to read. Minutes passed. Then she spoke. You didn't ask why I offered you money, she said. Jonah closed the book gently. I already know, he replied. Nora frowned. How? People who pay for love, Jonah said softly, are people who were never taught how to receive it. The words entered her chest like cold air. She stood up quickly. I don't need lessons, she said. I need honesty. Jonah nodded. Then start with yourself. She left. Angry. Shaken. And confused. After that, Nora began seeing Jonah everywhere. The cafe. The bus stop. The market. Not to chase him, but to understand him. She noticed something strange. Jonah was poor, but not desperate. He helped old women carry heavy bags. He refused free food when he had enough. He laughed easily. And when women flirted with him, he stayed respectful. No man had ever made Nora feel so small. Without trying. One evening, she called her assistant. Find his landlord, she said. The next day, Jonah received a notice. Rent paid. 6 months ahead. Jonah knew immediately. That evening, he came to Nora's house. For the first time. He did not admire it. He did not praise it. He stood quietly. Why? He asked. Nora smiled nervously. I'm helping you. Jonah shook his head slowly. You're testing yourself. He placed the receipt on the table. I don't want your money. You don't get to decide what helps me. Those words pierced her pride. You think you're better than me, she snapped. Jonah looked into her eyes. No, he said gently. I think you're lonely. Silence filled the room. Heavy. For the first time in her life, Nora cried in front of a man. Not loudly. Not dramatically. Just tears. My parents paid people to stay, Nora whispered. Nannies. Teachers. Friends. When they stopped paying, people left. She looked up. So I learned early. If I pay, they won't leave. Jonah listened. Not judging. Not fixing. Just listening. That broke her more. I won't be your project, Jonah said quietly. And I won't be your purchase. But if you want to sit with me, as a human, I can do that. No man had ever given Nora rose. She nodded slowly. She stopped offering money. She started asking questions. What do you like? What scares you? What do you believe? Sometimes Jonah answered. Sometimes he didn't. And for the first time, she stayed. Even when she wasn't needed. Her friends were confused. You didn't buy him a car. You didn't pay his rent. Nora shook her head. He didn't ask. They laughed. He will leave, they said. Everyone does. Nora said nothing. But fear lived inside her. One afternoon, Nora went to the bookshop. Jonah wasn't there. The owner avoided her eyes. He resigned, the man said. Why? Nora asked. He said he needed distance. Her heart dropped. She ran outside. She called him. No answer. She texted. No reply. For the first time, money could not chase someone. That night, Nora sat alone. No music. No lights. Just silence. And she realized something terrifying. She didn't want Jonah because he refused her money. She wanted him because he saw her. And now, she might have lost him. Forever. The city woke up. But Nora did not. She sat on her bed. Eyes swollen. Phone silent. For the first time in her life, a man had left. Without collecting anything. No money. No gift. No promise. Just absence. By afternoon, the whisper spread. At last, someone escaped her. They say she cried. She finally met her match. Women smiled behind cups of tea. Men argued in bars. She will buy him back. No man refuses that kind of money. But Jonah was nowhere. Nora dressed plainly. No jewelry. No driver. She took public transport. People stared. They didn't recognize her without luxury. She arrived at the small compound Jonah once mentioned. Children played barefoot. A woman washed clothes outside. Nora approached slowly. "Please," she said softly. "I'm looking for Jonah." The woman looked up. "That boy left early this morning." "Where?" Nora asked. "He said he was going home." "Home where?" The woman paused. Then said quietly, "Where truth doesn't cost money." Those words burned. Nora kept searching. Village to village. Until she found an old man sitting under a tree. He listened carefully. Then laughed, sadly. So she finally came. He tapped the ground beside him. Jonah grew up with nothing. No father. A mother who died owing people. Men promised help. Then asked for her body. Jonah watched it all. The old man continued. He swore something. That he would never be owned. That he would never sell affection. And that if a woman ever tried to buy his heart, he would walk away first. Nora's knees weakened. She understood. Too late. But clearly. That night, Nora fainted. No sickness. No drama. Just emotional exhaustion. When she woke up, her friends surrounded her. "You embarrassed us," one said. "You chased a poor man," another added. Nora whispered. "He didn't chase me. He didn't beg. He didn't need me." Silence filled the room. Heavy silence. Days later, Nora attended a charity event. Cameras flashed. Someone shouted, "Where is the man you couldn't buy?" Laughter erupted. Her smile froze. For the first time, she walked out. No speech. No explanation. That night, a letter arrived. Handwritten. No perfume. No drama. She opened it. "Nora. I left because I was starting to stay for the wrong reason. Not love. But hope. And hope is still a kind of payment. You don't need someone who refuses your money. You need someone who refuses your fear. Learn to be loved without pain. Jonah." She read it once. Then again. Then a third time. She screamed. Then laughed. Then cried. Then she slept. Months passed. Nora changed. She sold properties. Closed accounts. Started a foundation. Not for praise. For purpose. She stopped paying people to stay. She learned to let them live. One afternoon, at a small school opening, she saw him, Jonah, teaching children, laughing, alive. Their eyes met. No rush. No chase. He walked over. "You look different," he said. "So do you," she replied. Silence. Then Jonah smiled. "I didn't refuse you because I didn't care. I refused you because I did." Nora nodded. "No money," she said. Jonah laughed softly. "Good. Moral. And so the elders say, the most expensive thing in the world is love that is not real. But the rarest love is the one that stays. When money is removed, Some people clapped for Nora. Some still mocked her. But she no longer paid for applause. Because the man who refused her money returned only after she stopped needing him.